Have you ever stopped, truly stopped, to ask yourself, who is really to blame for the deepest troubles in your life? Not just the obvious scapegoats like bad luck, toxic people, or unfair circumstances that seem to conspire against you, but at your core, when you strip away the excuses and face the unvarnished truth, do you see that many of your pains, regrets, and failures were crafted by your own hands, your choices, your blindness, your unwillingness to change? In the shadowed amphitheaters of ancient Athens, where tragedies unfolded to purge the soul and reveal human flaw, Sophocles, the master of fate's cruel twists, delivered a line that cuts like a dagger through denial. It is a painful thing to look at your own trouble and know that you yourself and no one else has made it. At first, it stings like a self-inflicted wound, a confession that shatters the comfort of blame. But oh, dear listener, lean in closer. This is no curse. It's the ultimate liberation, a mirror that forces ownership and turns victims into architects of their own redemption. Today, in this extended narrative, I'll take you through the raw power of this truth, weaving stories of self-made ruins, reclaimed, real-world lessons on embracing accountability, and layered insights to transform your pain into purposeful power. Promise me you'll stay with me. By the end, you might just find the courage to own your story and rewrite its future. Picture this: the tragic stage of Thebes, Oedipus Rex unfolding. A king whose quest for truth exposes that his kingdom's plague, his blindness, his exile, were all self-woven through ignored warnings and hubris-fueled choices. Sophocles didn't craft such tales to torment. He did it to awaken. We all play Oedipus at times, building our troubles brick by brick, then raging at the gods or others. Lesson 1. Denial deepens the wound. In our modern lives, we blame bosses for stalled careers, partners for unhappy homes, the economy for financial woes. But psychology's fundamental attribution error shows we externalize our faults to protect ego. Own it instead. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found accountability boosts life satisfaction 35%, turning helpless into empowered. Apply it to your job. If promotion eludes, ask, what choices, procrastination, skill gaps did I make? This shifts from powerless blame to proactive fix. But let's dive deeper into a narrative tale to illustrate. Once upon a time, in a bustling city much like ours, lived Theo, a driven entrepreneur whose startup failed spectacularly. Investors fled, teams scattered, dreams crushed. He blamed market timing, dishonest partners, even bad karma. Bitter, he spiraled into isolation, nearly giving up. One sleepless night, reading Sophocles, the line struck like thunder. His troubles? Self-made, poor due diligence, ignored red flags, ego-driven decisions. The pain was excruciating. Tears, self-doubt, but awakening. Theo owned it, analyzed failures honestly, sought mentors for blind spots, rebuilt with humility. Within 2 years, his new venture thrived, stronger for the scars. Lesson 2. Painful ownership sparks reinvention. Like Theo, we self-sabotage subtly. Procrastination made by us, not fate. Brené Brown's vulnerability research echoes. Owning mistakes fosters resilience, reducing shame 30%. In relationships, reflect. What trouble did I make? Unspoken needs, repeated patterns. Ownership mends what blame breaks. Now, let's pivot to the emotional realm, where this wisdom heals deepest. Sophocles' pain isn't punishment. It's catalyst for growth. We make emotional troubles through repeated patterns. Anger from unaddressed triggers, loneliness from self-isolation. Lesson 3. Ownership liberates from cycles. Therapist Viktor Frankl, surviving Holocaust horrors, owned responses to suffering, finding meaning. Practically, Use trouble mapping. List a pain. Trace your role. For example, I chose avoidance over confrontation. Then action steps. Cognitive behavioral studies show this reduces anxiety 40%, turning self-blame into self-empowerment. Weaving in societal impact. Consider how collective denial makes troubles. Nations blame enemies for internal woes. Wars from unowned aggression. Lesson 4. Shared ownership builds justice. MLK owned America's flaws collectively, inspiring change through we. In your community, own part in issues, volunteer, advocate, turning their fault to our fix. As our story unfolds further, explore creativity. Sophocles' characters grow through owning tragedy. Oedipus's blindness leads to inner sight. Lesson 5. Pain reveals purpose. Artists like Frida Kahlo owned physical troubles as self-made art fuel, birthing icons. In pursuits, own blocks, procrastination made by fear, and channel into breakthroughs. But a caution. Ownership without compassion turns toxic. Lesson 6. Balance with kindness. Kristen Neff's self-compassion prevents harsh judgment, boosting motivation 25%. Finally, as we conclude this epic exploration, remember, Sophocles' truth hurts to heal. Your troubles, often self-made, but self-remakeable. Lesson 7. Ownership is freedom's key. Daily affirm, I made this. I can unmake it. Transform pain into power. My dear listener, we've traversed ancient stages, modern hearts, and personal rebirths. Sophocles' painful thing isn't burden. It's bridge to mastery. Own your troubles, own your triumph. If this resonates, share a trouble you've owned below. Until next time, may wisdom light your path.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.